was that you were towards the end you were completely unwilling to speak, right? Initially when we were having the general conversation about your childhood, you were doing very well. I have zero complaints about that. You did very, very well with the sentences. But the moment I started asking you to focus on sentences, then you completely shut down. So that is something you can't do, right? Because you were speaking very well about your childhood, about even joining the law and everything. Those were completely correct, which I was very happy to see. And then towards the end, you just gave up. You were very scared for saying an argument, whether you're being persuasive, right? In the law profession, you have to be a persuasive speaker. Without that, you don't stand a chance at all. Correct? So, of course, whichever language you're speaking in this case, English, it has to be 100% accurate for you, 110% accurate, so that whatever your opponent is throwing at you, you will know how to defend it. So, of course, it's very critical to know every little aspect of grammar. You cannot be speaking and then make a mistake and then be laughed out of court, right? Because that happens. And for good or for bad, we don't know, but people believe that the English language is very, very important and it is the global language. So, of course, you have to know every detail very, very well. Absolutely. So, in
But
that
it
context, tell me.
but it is very compulsory for every lawyers, ma'am. If they do not have knowledge about the communication skills, so definitely they will not able to do it because
They won't.
every judges, as far as I know, they know how to speak English very well, which is why
Yes,
my teachers has already told me that if you want to go high court and district or supreme court, so you must know how to speak English language properly, otherwise you
exactly.
will not able to do it, and which is why I have been learning language, but I quit my profession due to some circumstances, and since then I have been learning language. It's been 2 years, and just yesterday my tutor, she suggested me, service, your pronunciation is not good, but you can uh, improve by yourself slowly slowly because of your MTI. So I told her that, okay, ma'am, I will, because I speak a lot in Hindi language, ma'am. If you do not have, I already told you. So, which is why I make like a mistake sometimes.
That is true. And one thing I can suggest here is that, with the English language, the best way to clear your pronunciation is to open your mouth very wide whenever you're speaking. Practice it even right now. Whatever sentence it is, consciously open your mouth wide. So that will consciously affect your pronunciation and make it clearer over time. So that is one thing which I've recommended to a lot of learners and they find it very useful. Okay, so that's one thing we can definitely do. Other than that, I also want to know that how would you say that your childhood was a very enjoyable time, a very pleasant time, or would you say your childhood was a difficult time? How will you
I would
describe?
say that my child was really enjoyable because I
Okay,
enjoyed a lot
lovely.
in my childhood, and we had a lot of games. I don't know, we you had another, but I had a lot of games at that time, and we used to go play outside like football, hockey, and tennis. A lot of games, cricket we had, and we had a beautiful ground. So there we used to go to play a lot of games, and we used to play a lot of games, And apart from that, we used to talk to each other because we did not have internet or technology or smartphone,
Yes.
and we had a lot of time to gossip or uh, spend our time with our family. And nowadays we do not have any time because of social media technology. Every person has a smartphone or technology, which is why they are really very very occupied in their life.
Mm-hmm. That is a very good way of expressing it. Nicely expressed, and I like the sentences also which you use. Let's elaborate on this a little bit more, right? So, firstly, very lovely thing which you said is that in your childhood, other than playing games, you would gossip a lot. You would always talk face to face, right? And that is something, as you correctly pointed out, we are forgetting to do that. Everything is bound through technology now. So let's talk a bit more about this. When you were speaking face to face as a child, do you think the content of your conversation has changed versus how you speak on the internet? Or can you express the same content both face to face or on the internet? What do you think?
Yeah, I think because at that time we did not have any uh, uh, problem, like nowadays people, they are very selfish, and they have a lot of things in their mind. You can't recognize to anyone. But now, earlier, sorry. But now they are very selfish. Earlier they did not, because they were doing their work together, ma'am, and they did not have any problem, and they just
Yeah.
used to do hard work because they were very
Right.
laborious
Mhm.
person. But nowadays we have
They were
everything.
very
Now
what
we
person?
can
I didn't hear that. What person?
laborious,
Laborious. Okay, lovely,
yes,
lovely. Or
and
rather, a better word
nowadays
would be hardworking here.
hard work.
Hardworking will be a more appropriate word.
Hmm. But nowadays we have everything like social media now, and now we are getting a 5G network, and I don't know
Yes.
when we will get six or seven. We
Mhm.
have everything. We can get anything we want. Like anything, if you are feeling hungry or starving, definitely you will get after 30 minutes. Just click the
Mhm.
button on your screen and you will get. So nowadays
Yes.
everything is possible and uh, easy to get, as far as I know. So which is why we
Absolutely.
do not have much time to gossip with our family, and just you can do the same thing. It's been couple of
Right.
years after
Right.
COVID, I would
So
say.
here, let me tell you one thing. All the sentences you're saying are grammatically correct, but the connection you're losing out a little bit, right? So when you're making some excellent points that right now everything is very very instant. You press a button and you get everything. So from this to jump to the connection that because of internet we don't talk to each other anymore, you have to build up that connection a lot better. So, for example, how let I can give you one example and then you can think of more. That nowadays, because everything is very instant, everything is at the click of a button, at the tip of our fingers. Another phrase we can use. We have become so impatient. So, if we have to sit and wait, we are unable to do it. Now, when we message a person on, let's say, an email or on WhatsApp or something, that it's an instant communication from our end, and then the other person can also instantly respond. But if it is a telephone call, it can turn into a long conversation, lots of different things, and that itself might be something we don't have the patience for. So, this is how you build up the argument, right? You're connecting what you said, which was very, very true. You have this little bridge in between, and then you connect it to the second argument, which is that people are no longer patient. We don't talk face to face anymore. We prefer instant digital communication, right? So this is one thing. Now can you just try and think about this a bit more, build up on this a bit more, and share more of your thoughts?
And I think earlier days we had emotions and feelings for other, but nowadays we do not have, we do not have any emotions or feelings, nothing.
Or
But
we hide our feelings more, or we're not comfortable showing our feelings, right?
mm, just we
So what
talk
is
what
the
we comes in our mind.
yes, so what is the English word for a person who shows their feelings and they are sort of open to being hurt because they express their feelings? What is that word that begins with the letter V?
uh, Feelings.
Huh? Sorry.
Sorry, ma'am, I'm unable to recall.
Vulnerable. Have you heard this word before? Vulnerable.
Yes, ma'am,
Okay.
I do. Yes, ma'am, I
Right.
do.
Right. So let's just focus on this. So the word vulnerable, it just means that, if I'm being very honest with you, I'm telling you all my darkest fears, my secrets, then I'm vulnerable with you. So I am sharing all my whatever's on my mind, whatever's in my heart with you very openly, and I'm vulnerable. Or in other words, you can say I'm opening up to you. Right. So I just want you to think about this and make a sentence with the word vulnerable. Can you try to do that?
Vulnerable. Yeah, I'm very vulnerable because I told you everything about in my childhood.
All right. So that is one a sentence, and we can improve on this a bit, right? So can you think of elaborating on it a bit more? That's so correct what you said, but let's make it better.
Yesterday, I had a conversation with my brother, and he told me about his journey, how he got uh, his how he got cleared his exam, and
How
then
he cleared, not got, how he cleared his
he
exam.
cleared his exam, and he opened up.
No, with vulnerable only. I want you to use the
Okay,
word.
okay,
Yeah, yeah.
okay. and now I'm already forgotten.
In the same sentence, you can say, I was yesterday I was talking to my brother and we had a heart to heart, or we talked to each other very frankly and we were vulnerable with each other, which means
Okay,
both of you shared something about yourself, right? And
okay,
another word, heart to heart, this also has a very similar meaning, that you're being very honest in your communication, you're not hiding anything from each other. So it's a heart to heart.
okay.
So let's make one sentence from each with each word, each of these three words. Let's hear it. You're doing a good job. Let's make one again. So, which one do you want to
Mm,
make the sentence with first? Whichever one.
mm, heart to heart.
Okay,
Um,
tell me.
I since today, since morning time when I woke up, my mother she told me to she asked me money, and then I told her yes I have money. So I think I have heart to heart.
Hmm, okay, let's improve it a bit. So we can write it like this. So, whenever, if a mother is asking for money from her child, the mother will probably feel a bit bad about it, right? That, I'm asking my child to support me, to give me money. A mother might feel bad about it. So let's think of in that context, and we can say, uh, by asking me for, when she asked me for money, my mother and I had a heart to heart about our financial condition. All right. So let me write the sentence for you. Hmm.
Okay, ma'am.
Right. Something like this, you can say.
Got it, ma'am.
So here we're changing the sentence a bit, and we're turning it into a more concise sentence. So when she asked for money, that is clause number one. My mother and I, that is the subject. Two subjects, my mother and I, and then the predicate, had a heart to heart about what? About her financial condition. So this is how you're framing the sentence. Let's try the same thing with opening up. Open up, opened up, any tense you can use. Let's
Okay,
try.
ma'am. I don't know, ma'am. I'm a bit nervous. I'm
It's
unable
okay.
to
It's okay.
do
Try
it.
to make the sentences. It's okay.
I don't know why when someone asks me something, then I forgot everything.
It's all right. I mean, I'm not here to judge you. So let's work on it together, right? You try to make the sentence and I'll help you through it.
mm, how will I start, ma'am?
What is the context with opening up? Who opened up to you? Think of it first. Who is the person opening up to you? Or who are you opening up to?
mm, Ma'am, can I discuss later?
This is your second last session. You have to put in the effort. Come on. We're
But I will
talking,
enroll
there
here
are
again.
seven. Huh?
But I will enroll here again.
That's up to you. That's up to you. But today I'm meeting you, right? So let's work on it. Come on, don't give up. You're doing such a good job with the sentences. You put in so much effort with the communication, right? So don't give up now.
No, I'm just, I told you, as if someone asked me something, anything, but at that time I forget everything. Even though I have a
That's
knowledge, I
fair.
had knowledge.
I understand that. So what is the solution there? Will you give up and just say no, no, I'll not talk, or will you try to still push through it and get something out? What? It's up to you. You tell me what you want to do. I can't force you if you don't want to participate. That's up to you.
Just, ma'am, uh, just you can tell me one sentence, then I will try to say to
So,
you.
with the same context of the mother and the son, we can say, my mother opened up to me about needing money. Very, very simple. Opened up to me, I'm the subject,
Okay, when
and
she asked
I'm the
me
object
for
about
money,
needing money. Right?
when she asked me for money, my mother, uh, my mother and I had opening up.
Mm, that won't be correct. You have to change the tense accordingly.
Okay.
So, heart to heart is a phrase we use, that we have a heart to heart. But opening up, that is a verb, it's an action. So, you open up to a person. I opened up to my friend. about something about our school days or something which happened in our school days. So that is how you think about it. So use the word opened up, okay, and use I. So I opened up, and then to who about what. Simple. Let's use that formula,
Okay, ma'am.
right?
I don't know, but I'm not feeling good.
Okay, I'm giving you the first half of the sentence, right? I opened up to. Who did you open up to? Tell me.
I opened up uh, my brothers, my brother,
I opened up
about
to my brother. Open up
I
to.
opened.
You have to.
Okay.
Mhm.
I opened up to my brother my child story
Okay. I opened up to my brother about my childhood story. Very good.
about my
You finally did
okay.
it. See? I mean, you have pushed a lot and you put in a lot of effort and you did it. So, very good. Let's see. One second. So, opening up, it means that you're sharing something which is very deep, very secret to you. I opened up to my brother about my childhood story. Fantastic. So, let's pause here for the day, Sarvesh. As you can see, you need to put in more effort with the sentence formation. You can't sort of give up just because you're feeling stuck, right? And the one thing I'll ask you to focus on a lot are the different helping words, like opened up to, you're forgetting the word to, or about. Open up about what? So the word about you're forgetting. So these things just keep in mind and keep the practice up, keep speaking. Don't let nervousness sort of prevent you from speaking. Right? That's all I have to say. Okay, thank you so
Yeah,
much for joining.
ma'am. I don't know why, but it's happened.
Usually play cricket with my friends. Not used to. You play cricket every weekend, right? Whenever you get a chance,
Okay.
right? So you
Mm,
will say, I usually play cricket with my friends. It will use the present tense, play, and you will use the word usually because it's a usual habit. Every few weeks or every alternate week, you play cricket. So usually I play cricket with my friends. Anything else which you like to do?
and yeah, I do not have any another hobby. Just I have been learning English 1.5 years, so just you can say this is my hobbies to speak English in front of people or practice with my by myself. So I have been doing, and just I'm trying to polish my language so that I can communicate with people. You know, ma'am, I think I speak a lot in Hindi language, which is why I'm not able to get to practice English language because you know in village area you will not get any
I know.
English partner to
That
practice
is
with.
true.
So, and
That
which
is
is why
true.
I have been told here for a long time. It's been a couple of months, and I haven't been practicing due to some circumstances. And you know, in village area, you will not get as well like internet. And now you can say I have been struggling a lot to practice, and
Okay.
I think it's a couple of right now. I think 4 or 5 season it was really bad for me because I did not able
Okay.
to practice with properly due to network.
Oh, due to an unstable network, we can say. So the
Yeah,
correct adjective, you can say unstable network. So of course,
unstable
that would be
network.
very, very challenging, right? And like you said, that you don't have anybody else to speak with in English, and that of course really, really dampens your own learning. So tell me, when you initially wanted to start learning English, what were your main goals? What did you have in mind?
So, ma'am, at that time I was preparing for government job. I wanted to become UPPCSJ. It means judge. But I don't know what happened 1 year. After 1 year, I got sick. I fell sick, and then I returned at my home there. Then I stayed more than 3 or 4 months here. You know, and then I don't know what happened at that time. My father he told me just please first recover yourself, then you will go to prepare for your exam. But now you can say I'm here, and I did not
Okay.
go.
That's what I mean. You already prepare for the exam. You already give it your best, and then if something falls wrong, where goes wrong, of course, it will affect your morale, right? So, I mean, you told me that you already got a seat in the exam when you gave the exam.
Sorry, ma'am.
You already got a seat in the exam. You cleared the exam.
No, just I was about to, but I got sick, fell sick.
Oh, you fell sick. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, that becomes a huge problem. So, do you want to attempt the exam again?
No, just I think I will not. Uh,
All right. All right. So instead, what are you planning on doing? Let's hear that.
I will do practice as a lawyer in High Court.
All right. So, I mean, what would be the steps for that for you? I mean, how will you go about that? I'm just curious to know.
Because I have already done it. I am a law person, so I can do. I do not have any problem, and I have already got my ID, so I can do practice wherever I want.
Okay,
But
okay.
just I wanted to do something good in my life, but I did not. I could not. But let's see what will happen after learning this
Mm-hmm.
language. And I have been teaching English
Absolutely.
for a long time. It's been 2 months.
Absolutely.
And along with I'm learning English language, I'm trying to polish so that I can communicate with people proper way. And ma'am, in High Court or this Supreme Court, you need to know how to speak English language properly.
Of
Otherwise, you
course.
will not able to do handle your case or anything you want
Very
to
true.
do there. So you have to focus on your course.
Very true. I mean, whether you mean
To me,
it
then
happens to
it's
all our
gonna go for the
speakers.
most.
Hmm. I mean, you're learning because you're nervous, right? Or because you're not very comfortable with the language. So the choice is, will you give up or will you continue to push yourself until you make that breakthrough? So it's just as simple as that. Every single learner who we meet, they're very, very nervous. They have their own issues. So just that, don't give up. Keep pushing at it.
So how was my conversation, ma'am? Like I made mistake, a lot of mistake. Or just
Quite a few. The what I noticed